Morning, everyone. So, take number 2. So yeah, what you're looking at right now is Tom Wood's TV channel. I've actually learned quite a lot about economics from him, and a few things from about history from him. He's actually got a degree in history. I believe it's I believe it's a bachelor's. I don't want to say it's a master's, but he's not as openly a revisionist as I would like him to be, because I believe he has a lot of Jewish friends in the school that he goes to and speaks at, the Mises University, and I feel like it'd be inappropriate to call them out, but at the end of the day, he still does say a few things that are true. But today I was listening to him, and he had a guest on, David Stockman, which surprisingly he's not a Jew, right, with that name. But anyways, David Stockman was saying that Trump's going to be killed soon. Maybe by the end of this year, maybe by the end of the next year. This is exactly Alex Jones' rhetoric. This is parroting Alex Jones. Alex Jones has been saying this for months. 4 months. And if we know anything about controlled opposition, or even what controlled opposition is, we know Alex Jones is controlled opposition, right? I feel like it's ubiquitous that we all agree on this. There is no reason to not agree on that, because I can demonstrate it. I can show how he falsifies history and how he's a zealot Zionist shill. Everything he does is to basically point the finger away from the real culprits, the real people who control our Congress. Now think about it. David Stockman is saying that Donald Trump is so anti-establishment that they're going to kill him. But yet, the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, worked assiduously to get Trump elected, right? Right? Did he not openly support Trump? Did he not rally for Trump? Does he not speak about how great of friends he is with Trump and his family? Are you people really that ignorant? Really? Because as soon as somebody comes along that says a couple things that actually make sense, you automatically ignore the rest of what he's saying. You automatically ignore the ties that he has with the enemy for the few good things he's saying. That's controlled opposition. Hello. Do you even know the definition of controlled opposition? It means he says a few good things, but at the end of the day, he's going to do the exact opposite. And I'm not even agreeing on the things that Alex Jones says that Trump is saying are good. I don't believe there should be a stupid wall that we waste billions of dollars on. I believe that we should just get on the people that are on the South, the sheriffs and the police departments that aren't doing their jobs, helping farmers who get raised by immigrants crossing the borders. That's the sheriff's fault. That's the police fault. Go to your governor. Tell them to overhaul the system. Tell them it's not working. A wall isn't going to do anything. I'm sorry. And I'm not a liberal, obviously, if you've seen any of my other videos. And let me just go to number 2. So, who else supports Trump that's, on everybody's tongue and says that they're evil people? The Saudi princes. And I'm not one of those people like Alex Jones where I'm going to condemn all the people in Saudi Arabia, because they can't say anything against the princes. And even if they did, they were probably raised in a culture where they believe that it's okay, and I'm not excusing that whatsoever. It's just like the Jewish people. They're a part of a tribe that's our enemy. It doesn't mean they're not my enemy because they're ignorant. They're still my enemy. At the end of the day, you're still my enemy. It doesn't matter if you know better or not, right? It's not like I'm going to buddy up to you because you're innocent. You're still following the same disgusting ideology that's killed thousands of people. I don't care what your excuse is, that you've been brainwashed, right? So, he just made an arms deal, everybody knows. Billions and billions of dollars going to the Saudis. And the Israelis, he actually vamped up the amount of money that we give to the Israelis too. And the fact of the matter is, How can we even know if people are control opposition? Like I was saying, how? If them having connections to the enemy that you identify isn't enough for you to say that, wait a minute, something is going on here, then I don't know what is. I don't know what is going to wake you people up. And I'm not talking about the people that are literally subscribed to me, because I know you know he's control opposition. I'm talking about everyone else that seems to be completely ignorant and oblivious to control opposition and how they operate. They get popular by saying a few things that everybody is saying, everybody's complaining about, and then they do exactly what their puppet masters are telling them to do. I mean, really, think about it, people. Donald Trump is really good friends with the Prime Minister of Israel, the same Prime Minister that came over here and got a standing ovation. How many times? Over 10? Over 10 standing ovations for a foreign leader. Not even... No president in the history of the entire United States has gotten that good of a reception from Congress. But a foreign leader comes over here, a murderer, if that, a person who justifies using white phosphorus on civilian areas, that person is directly connected to our president. But that's not a big deal. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's go on to something else about Trump. So, mainstream media is obviously stuck in this nebulous garbage, this facade of a Russian connection with Trump, when at the end of the day, he's connected directly to the Israeli government. But that's not a big deal, right? They're our allies. They only killed almost 30 people, or over 30 people on the USS Liberty and injured hundreds, right? They only wanted to kill 300 people on a ship so we could go to war for them in the Middle East during the 6 Days War, right? That's no big deal. Them killing American soldiers, right? You don't care. Them stealing the nuclear secrets and then developing nuclear weapons, that's no big deal, guys. They're our allies. They're not going to use it on us. You people are scum who think that. Seriously. Anyone who is a multinationalist is a traitor to this country. And you should be executed. And let me go to traitors while we're at it. Jared Kushner. Wow. Talk about a scumbag. Yeah, and you know, I pray for people like him, but it's not gonna matter. It's really not. Like and I don't even want to go into theology because it's too convoluted to explain in a 15-minute recording. But at the end of the day, he's not going to change. He's a traitor. He only cares about the state of Israel and his tribe of Jewish people. He doesn't care about you people. He doesn't care about this country. You're a bunch of goyim to him. You're nothing. You're a bunch of useful idiots. And isn't it funny how, like I said, if we expose the fact that Jared Kushner directly talked to Benjamin Netanyahu for years before he became in the administration. So Trump and his associates can't even talk to Russians within weeks of him being elected or months without them going down his throat about it. But yet Jared Kushner's best buddies with a foreign leader. A murderer. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable how backwards everything is. But that's what happens when you live in a brainwashed society and you basically dumb everyone down. And it's really sad because I'm from the generation that everybody calls them millennials. I don't even like using that term because when you amalgamate people into a generation and people that are so diverse and so not alike, yeah, you can generalize and say most of my generation are idiots. And I'll openly say that. They're ignorant. Trust me. I used to have a Facebook and talk about politics. You know how many people would comment on that? None. I had all my friends from high school. I mean, people I knew from playing like Xbox Live back in the day, across seas. I know some German people, some people in the UK. But yeah, none of them care. Doesn't matter to them. As long as they get to watch their football and have sex with random women, right? And eat the food. They don't care. They don't care that people are being murdered across the world. They don't care that white phosphorus is being dropped on little children and they're burning. Their skin is burning off of them. And it's unbelievable to me. But this, like I said, this is what happens. It's a system. The system's working. And you know what? I feel like let the millennials be brainwashed, because at the end of the day, people like me and you guys, you're awoken to this. You're going to be able to destroy the people that are in my generation that come to power when the time's right, when they're older. These are the people that are in Congress. You guys should be able to shred them when it comes to any debate on any topic. So it's actually a good thing that they're making these morons ignorant, because at the end of the day, when we rise up and we fight back against these traitors, we're just going to run over these idiots that they have in power, because they've dumbed them down so much, they don't even say anything useful. But anyways, let me switch topics. So I'm going from Trump to something random. And Tom Woods actually commented on this on his episode before, so that's why I kind of wanted to mention this. And I could include it in the show notes if you guys ask, or in the not the show notes, in the notes if you guys ask for it. But he said something that was very interesting, and I agreed with wholeheartedly the other day. He said that when there are soldiers on a plane that come on a plane and they're in military uniform, and everybody stands up and claps for them, but he doesn't do it. And I agree 150% with what he said. Now, I know there's no such thing as 150% people, but I'm just saying that, okay? I'm being facetious. I'm 100% in agreement with him. And why is that? Well, let me just do a little introduction in my life. I come from a family that a majority of them, well, no, not a majority of them, but a large portion of them were actually in the military. My dad was in the military for over a decade. I have a couple cousins who were in the military that actually served in Iraq and Afghanistan, multiple tours. And actually, one of my cousins, it's sad because I used to be really good friends with him when I was a young kid. He was like kind of, I don't know how to explain it. He was kind of like a bigger brother, even though I did have a big brother, but he was close to us. Their family was close to us. And it's so sad because his Humvee was on a patrol. I don't know exactly what area he was patrolling, but I guess it wasn't a hot zone, and there just happened to be an IED in the middle of the road, so they weren't expecting it. And half of the vehicle got blown up. He literally witnessed his friend get blown to pieces, and he's right next to him. He is not the same person. He will never be the same person. He's insanely quiet now and secluded to himself. He's not as outspoken as he used to be. He almost just sits there like he's miserable all day. And it's so sad. It's disgusting. So I don't want any of you people to sit there and say that I'm not patriotic because I call these people out. But my cousin should have never been over there. Neither should his brother have been over there. Even though his brother didn't experience the... And it's funny because his brother was active and he was in... I believe his brother was a Marine and he was active. But he's not nearly as messed up as he is. And I'm just saying this because I want to set a sort of framework for the fact that I'm not against people who actually serve when they're needed. When our country's attacked or invaded. When we need these people to stand up for us, I will respect them. But when they're over there in the Middle East doing the bidding of a foreign nation, multiple foreign nations, killing innocent people, destroying countries, and ruining our economy just so that they can get money and get through college and have their life easier, because you don't need, really, what do you need to be in the military besides to be in shape? And to not have a cognitive disability, right? Or physical disability. Most people can join the military because most people don't fall under that category. You don't need to be a specialist in anything. I know a lot of kids who are my age who join the military right away, and they're fools. They're fools. So, when am I going to respect the people that are in the military now? You know when I'm going to respect them? When they stop following orders. When they're told to kill innocent people and bomb innocent people and to blow up buildings and little huts in Afghanistan. When they refuse to, when they say, I'm not going to do it, you go over there and do it yourself. And they risk their lives for these innocent people, and they risk jail time for these innocent people. When they care about people more than themselves and the money that they get paid, then I will stand up for them. Then I will respect them and honor them. But until then, you're just tools of the system. You're nothing. You're a coward. All of you people should have stood up against the war in Iraq. But no, you're too ignorant to even care. You just listen to your commanding officer, right? You're just doing your job. So if you're just doing your job, then how can you blame anybody throughout any portion of history? How can you blame the Roman soldiers who went and raped people? They were doing their job, right? Were they not being told to do that? To dehumanize people, to rape them, to embarrass them, to make them feel like they're disgusting and want to commit suicide? What about the Einsatzgruppen during World War II? The Einsatzgruppen that were basically there to eliminate people who were criminals who couldn't work. People will say, oh, no, that's not true. Yes, it is. They didn't just randomly arbitrarily kill people. They eliminated people who were criminals who were going to go to the camps, but they weren't going to be useful there. And I'm not excusing that. I'm not mitigating the fact that they're evil for doing that. They should have stood up for what was right. But they didn't. So how can you condemn them? How can you condemn the Soviet commissars? How? They're following orders. They'll get killed if they don't follow orders, right? You people are pathetic. And I'll say that to anyone. Because I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm really not. And this is just what's so sad to me. Because there are people out there that do that. There are people that stand up, that are soldiers, that risk their lives. But you never hear about it. You never hear about it. It's like they don't even exist. Because in their eyes, they're traitors. But in my eyes, they're heroes. They're sacrificing their life for what's right morally. Not just doing what they're told. Not being useful idiots. So yeah, I want to end this here because I'm going to make another episode soon too, because I actually have notes, and it's going to be on David Duke, because I actually got into it with somebody last night about David Duke, because David Duke helped wake me up, and I have a lot of respect for him, but he's very ignorant on certain topics. And I'm going to go over that in my next episode. I don't know when I'm going to make it. I got a few things to do today, but I hope you guys appreciate this because, like I said, it's not like I'm compelling you guys to listen to me. I'm just stating what I believe and what I've learned from independent investigation. And like I said, you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. I like when you guys comment and don't agree with me, but at least know that I don't have the same point of view that everyone else in my generation or the mainstream media has. And I feel like it's good to hear alternative points of views and to interact with them and have dialectics and, you know, everything that I've been saying for the last, 50, 60 videos I made. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And like I said, stop listening to Alex Jones and the mainstream media. Sorry. But thank you.